Here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. They go with Jacobs. Powers through him. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running is Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
36. Back. Come on, baby.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss.
Earl Joseph brings up 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Mike, 53. Mike. I know he ain't got it. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. I got him.
Mahomes now to throw. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Marigoata on the keeper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lowered my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Off the play fake, Marigoata escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
On the throwaway.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
From the gun, Marigoata. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's get there. Right 7.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Man left. We got 3. We got 43. 43. 7. Mike, 7. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. 7's a Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And a Raider first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play fake. Mariota. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Yellow.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelsey had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Chris Jones on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And Mariota going to run on the option. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 8.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They go play action. Mariota. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
And the Raider field goal.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Raiders 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Marigoata on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. It's a party now. Under 10. Under 10. Attack.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First and 10.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw, Marigoata. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? There on that carry.
No. Staying in their proper places and not allow.
Raiders on 3rd down. They're here it's 3rd and 3. Snead. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Working out of the gun, Marigoata. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
53's a must. 53. Check 53.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal.
Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. Back to throw. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 38. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.